presentations on fast food and why it's terrible for you and why most people don't care that it's terrible for you and will eat it anyway. So fast food shops are on almost every corner. They're all over the place, and they're all over the place. So I'm sure everybody here has eaten fast food at least some point in their life, and maybe even a lot on a regular basis because it's one of the most available food options, and it tastes pretty good, let's be honest, which is another reason why people eat it so much. But the thing is, it comes with a lot of health risks like obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. As you can see, this is like the body mass index that shows obesity, but the US is one of the most obese countries in the world, and this is due in part to fast food because we have a lot more of it than everywhere else. And many people know how unhealthy fast food is, but they choose to eat it anyway. And this is due a lot to laziness because it's just so available and easy that people will eat it even though they know it's terrible for them. The fast food industry also mistreats animals greatly. They're packed into unethical chambers where they're just harvested and they don't have a good life at all. In addition to that, they're fed these drugs that will make them grow a lot faster just because they only care about money. They'll cut any corner in order to maximize efficiency because all they care about is getting the most money for their cattle, so these animals do not have a good life and the stuff that they feed them are not good for us. They're also very predatory, and when it comes to marketing, they have these cheap options that are just crap, which appeals to people who can't afford anything better, which is just not okay to prey on these people who don't have a lot of money. And it hurts other businesses because they take up almost every spot. Wherever there's a restaurant, it's almost always a fast food joint, and they're everywhere. So it can just completely, stop laughing. So it can completely dominate the business market of a local place. So people know it's bad, but a lot of people don't know just how bad it is. The leading cause of death in the US is heart disease, which is in part caused by fast food. Not all, obviously, but fast food plays a really big role in that. People say it creates a lot of jobs, but their employees are really underpaid. Service industries are some of the hardest to work. You have to deal with customers, you have to deal with people, and they are paid minimum wage in almost every state. So what can we do as a society? Well, as a society, we need to work to make organic and healthy foods cheaper because they are more expensive at this point, which means that many people can't afford them. So it's just not fair because if you can't afford them, what else are you supposed to do, So what can you do as an individual? This is something you can do. You can try your best to support local businesses and farmers instead of fast food. And you can just altogether try not to go to fast food every day or whatever often you do go. You want to try and go less. And I'm not saying that we should completely get rid of fast food because that's ridiculous. I'm just saying as a society right now, we're abusing it and eating it way too much. And it can actually have some beneficial effects, which are the fact that it's super fast and a lot of people need that. They are in a rush or something, or you're on a road trip. So fast food does have its uses, but you don't want to just eat it every day. So I'm not saying we should get rid of it because it is useful in some scenarios, but we need to stop abusing it. It also predatorily markets towards kids. There are many kids who eat fast food, and that's why the obesity rates for children in America are insanely higher than anywhere else, due in part to fast food and how much kids eat it. And some of the worst part of a fast food meal is actually the drink, which a lot of people don't know just how bad soda is. I'm guilty of this myself, I drink it, but it is absolutely terrible for you in almost every level. It hurts your teeth, it's got way too much sugar in it. And also the sizes in America are bigger than the sizes in almost any other country. They're huge. They're just completely absurd, and it's way more soda than you could ever need and that you should ever ingest. It's some of those are triple your daily sugar recommended amount. Some misconceptions is that there are healthy options like salads, tea, or lemonade, and all of these have really high sugar and calories. Salad at McDonald's has more calories than a Big Mac, actually, so it's there are a lot of misconceptions. Now, fast food actually is really deceptive. 76% of sporting events are sponsored by fast food, which is just kind of ironic because you know that these professional athletes are not going to be out here eating this crap because they know how bad it is. So in conclusion, we just need to work as a whole to eat less fast food and to try more to eat healthy. And I know it can be hard, but you need to make an effort.